What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. What's going on, y'all? How are we feeling?
It's Christmas.
It's that season. Look at that tree.
It feels
I
like
had to put my tree. Doesn't it?
Christmas.
Oh man.
Come on, tree.
It's that season. Mariah Carey's. I guess she was unthawed last week, but we still love it. We still love it out here.
She is actually warmed up and on fire because she has now tied the record for 19 weeks on the number one Hot 100 Billboard charts. She's tied for number one, and she's poised to take that number one spot with 20 or more.
Isn't she tied with Shabuzi or something like that? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, with Bar Song by Shabuzi.
Hey, he had quite a run.
And Old Town Road with what's his name?
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, so those all three right now have 19 weeks on the show. Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. And first of all, I don't even be hearing that. Old Town Road, yes, because I felt like I heard that song everywhere. But the Bar Song, I didn't really hear that song. Like
it was.
I heard it all the time.
Yeah,
I did.
I feel like it didn't go as viral, but it was just constantly on the radio and being. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good song. I did not listen to it too much because I still remember hearing, oh, this is the highest streaming song we've had in a while. It's at number one again. Mm-hmm. Like, dang, go ahead, Shabuzi.
Yeah, I had no idea. So that was interesting for sure. But yes, creating, that's legacy, baby. That's longevity.
That's forever. Next year, guess who's gonna be at number one? Probably.
She'll be at number one again.
In the year after. And then we'll have a whole generation of kids that are like, who's Mariah Carey? But we play it. Right.
Carey, the one and the only. And also she has 2 songs in the top 6 of the highest chart, like longest charting songs. So that's kind of like, that's freaking incredible. Have 2 of your songs in the top 6. But the flopation of it all, Mary, listen, truly, this Flop Central.
Floppy.
Survivor.
That's Sophie's new name.
Floppy 9 is what they should be called. Survivor Floppy 9.
You know who wouldn't have messed this up? Other Sophie. Other Sophie would have nailed this.
Flage. That's Sage's new name. Flage. Because you're a flop.
Flopage. But y'all, getting into this episode because we got to cover it. It's honestly not gonna be long.
And that's it. We'll see y'all next week.
I'll never forget when our cousin over there at Reality Kingdom had that 9-minute podcast. I'm still cracking up.
Hey, Miss Deborah.
Hey, Miss Deborah. I wish we could have a 9-minute podcast. That would be so funny. But we like to talk to.
Yeah, we spent half of it talking about Mariah Carey. So you know what?
We do.
So pretty much in the beginning, even though I was asleep, Trees filled me in. I fell asleep today. Eli fell asleep today. The folks was tired.
The only reason I was up because I was cooking. The sleep sound nice.
Now we all almost missed half the episode or all of it.
Almost.
But in the beginning, pretty much the main thing was Rizzo told the people his idol was gonna be up at this round to go ahead and set the base for them to be like, oh well, we need to not even worry about no Rizzo because he gonna play his idol tonight for sure. Which how many times has this man told y'all there's 6 tribal councils now?
It doesn't make sense. It does not. And I'm trying to think of past seasons, or at least of late. I feel like 5 has been the number that idols have lasted for. So why would they suddenly change that again this season?
That part.
Exactly that. I was shout out to Reality Kingdom, and Pharaoh was saying like it's so many. I think it was Lee that mentioned it. For the last, let's just say 30-ish, 20-ish years, it's always been to 5. Like, are all y'all new to Survivor?
Y'all claim to be
nobody question that. And also, Rizzo has tried to use this fake idol, like Eric said, 50-11 times. Mm-hmm. Why is nobody calling a bluff? Because
I
if
would.
we win, at least he doesn't have the idol, even if he does. You know what I'm saying? It just I mention this every week at this point. Like, are we playing again?
They do, Mary. However, unless the idol is received in like an unconventional way, typically the regular standard idols last to 5. Like the only other one I can think of is like I go back to Davy's idol when he found his idol. His idol was found. He got his idol through that little challenge by fire thingy where he had to guess. So his only lasted to a certain point, but he could try to extend it. So unless the paper is like, oh, try to extend this idol, it's going to be the regular standard idols that last to 5 from what I've seen.
Now, I will say, I wish that idols did expire at 6. I still think you need to face a vote at 5, but
I think so too.
Because 5 is too close.
But 5 or 6, I'm testing you. If I don't get you at 6, I'm getting you at 5.
And it's the fact that they had so many chances in. I mean, Rizzo has ultimately played in their face. Like, hey, y'all are chicken. Y'all ain't gonna do it. I'm calling your bluff each time, and I'm a lie each time, and it hasn't worked each time. And slowly, more people have woken up to, oh, you know what? Let's take the shot at Rizzo anyway, or at least take a shot at his allies. And he's played them though.
It's vote Rizzo whether he uses idol or not. If we can't get him because he do this, we gonna get the next closest person to him. So it don't even matter. It never mattered that Rizzo had an idol because y'all had numbers to get someone else out on that side. So the fact that he's palms today, I think he said that is 6 times too many. You don't.
He wasn't exaggerating. It wasn't really 7.
It's really been 6 or 7.
Oh,
so like
when does 50 start?
No, for real. And
if Jeff gave him that slot just for that plan,
well, who else would have gotten the slot?
I'm not gonna give no spoilers, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'm just like, I guess, I suppose. But it's so. I mean, the whole context of this podcast can be just about these decisions that these people are making. How are you saying, oh, I need Savannah gone? Okay, but Savannah wins immunity. Okay, so why isn't Rizzo the next? Oh, well, he has an idol. Okay, Sophie then. Like, what's going on?
And they haven't even tried to force Rizzo to use an idol. No, they haven't tried to get him with a vote split scare, nothing like that. They've legit stared at his face and said, and all of his allies, and directed the shot away from Rizzo, which is exactly what he would do. He's had no reason to use that idol because, I mean, I think we had a rat each time, and I don't know.
She definitely should have used it. Tony said, hey, Tony, that Sophie stayed because she's more tolerable than Steven, in my opinion. But that was all on say that no, we got to think long term. The game is almost over. If I'm Sage, and I know we skipping ahead because I mean the only important things that happen, they did reward challenge. Let's just fast forward to it so we can just straight out talk about it. So reward challenge, tacos was up for sale. Okay, they brought Mexico to Fiji. It's pretty much what it was, and they got to stay at the sanctuary. Right, Savannah won. She chose her 2 besties. So it was hers, Rizzo, and Sophie. Shocker.
I love it. I love it though. I love it though. Shoot.
Sophie put on a performance though. I was like, all right, sis, you kind of sold it.
She did. I would too. Like, the Halle Berry when she won her Oscar. Oh. That's how it would have been.
Yeah. Hey, feed your friends, not your enemies.
Exactly. And then they got letters from home. They boo-hooed and they cried. It was wonderful. Good for them.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Rizzo's story, it did touch me a little bit. I was like, oh, because y'all know I be skipping past that. But I was cooking and my iPad was right there, so I had no choice but to watch. But that was a touching little story. He was talking about how his dad has always been like, you my son, so you it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you're a real one, because I be telling my kids that too. Because I be like, I don't care what nobody say, just tell them who your mom is. Okay? So I was like, oh, you're a real one. That was cute.
Who works 3 jobs, who loves his kids and never stops. With gentle hand and a heart of a fight.
Oh, Lord.
Rizzo's a survivor.
Please don't let him be the survivor. Don't let him be the survivor, Lord.
So it was a touching story. And then his brother, it was great. But y'all know I just can't stand them tears for too long. So I was kind of just scrolling on Twitter. But and then back at camp, the other three, Christina, Steven, and Sage, of course, they, a little salty about it. And they got the rats running up on their feet while they trying to sleep at night. And then
that's crazy.
It was insane. But Steven, while they're there, he tells them about his block of vote and how they now have the power and how they can send one of them home, specifically Savannah. And so it's like, hey, they got a plan in motion. This is gonna turn the tide. This will put y'all in the driver's seat. But also back at Sanctuary, Sophie reveals she has knowledge is power. And it's like, so whatever he got, I'm gonna snatch it. And we were mad because she was trying to, play like she was going to switch with Christina, like she was going to flip and take Rizzo's idol potentially. And she talked about it. She even said her grandma told her, your grandma was speaking to you, Sophie, from the grave. She said, take the idol.
You say that.
Her grandma.
We were saying that, man. We were saying that. That's echoes from the future. She should have heard us saying, you have one chance to win, and that's to take Rizzo's idol and use it against him.
Hold on, Quan. I'm gonna answer Quan's question. No, she literally said in her confessional, I'm debating, I'm loyal to them, like I'm to Rizzo and Savannah, but I feel like my grandma is telling me that I need to just take the idol. So if you feel like your grandma was telling you to take the idol, grandma knows best, okay?
Did all that for a taco.
Hey, you know what?
That taco is what changed her mind. You tripping.
Hey, that's true.
I would have took it.
Oh.
Quan said, do y'all think the jury is pissed at this move?
No.
I don't think who. I mean, it ultimately, end of the day, it's another move that helps Savannah and Rizzo, and it's like, all right. Sophie and Say, I don't think they're pissed, but they're probably disappointed. Like, hey, you guys are handing these two $1 million.
I do know they were like, well, when it came to the whole fake out thing again, I feel like their faces was like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know if they're over the theatrics now.
It's tired.
But I'll take it. Play in their face. If they aren't going to take the shot at you, keep playing in their face in front of the jury. I don't care if you're annoying the jury. Keep showing how, quote unquote, dumb you're making these people look. So I don't hate the antics.
But I really hate it for Sophie. Well, also, let me just say that Savannah won immunity too, by the way. She was fighting, because we need to bring the context. Who was vulnerable? I won't
give Sage that. Say maybe they was battling. Because they went over on their record.
Yes, by 10 minutes.
It had to be 30-some minutes.
35, I think, 34, 35 minutes. But here's the thing. Before we go back to the tribal council and the vote.
She doing all that hollering. Girl, shut up. That's why she lost. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I love you, Steven. I love you, Sierra. I love you, Ron. Girl, shut up. You doing a competition right now.
You're supposed to be trying to focus.
Talk to them after you win. You know what? All them people you hollering at, they wrote you a letter. And if you want to get that, shut up. And she did the opposite of that.
And then she was begging.
Market.
Savannah, please give it to me. I need this. If you do this, I promise you I can save us. I can save you. I can help you out. I know you have no reason to trust me, but if you please just give it to me. I just don't know. I don't think I can hold on.
See, and that's where she went wrong. Because don't beg me, because you know what I just did? I just dug in deep, and baby, I'm not letting go, because you gonna let up soon.
Right. Because that means your leg hurt.
You know what? I'm gonna just wait. I love Savannah. She was like, nah.
She was like, the thing is, she was okay. The thing is, you voted for me. So like, I know you have no reason to trust me.
That.
I needed to.
She really ate that. Fam, didn't you vote for me? And you want me? Nah, sis, we're not doing that.
Give this to you?
Nah, these calves gonna burn. They gonna burn tonight.
I would have been like, how you gonna help me? Please, let's tell the class. I'll give it to you, but tell the class. How you gonna help me?
That's what I was saying. I said, how is she gonna help? What is she gonna do?
I'm like, is she gonna reveal Steven's power or something? Is that what she's gonna do?
there getting forward. I guess she did help her.
Yeah, you know what? Good point. And she helped her. You know what? She helped her without Savannah even giving her the competition. Gosh dang it.
Crazy.
So Savannah wins her third immunity. So shout out to her. Like, the girl's a beast. I mean, it is what it is. But yes, flipping back. So the point is, they believe that they got Sophie on the ropes because Savannah's not safe. So Steven is planning to take out Sophie. Rizzo asked him about it. He's like, I'm just gonna be honest, I'm going after Sophie. And then Rizzo has a conversation with Sage, and he's like pretty much telling her, like, we need to get out Steven, actually, if we can. And so she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna entertain this. And she went to talk to Christina, and she's like, what you think about getting rid of Steven instead of Sophie? Because, you know, we can't beat him. Y'all can't beat none of them but Rizzo.
Sage, you got a chance. Sage, please be confident in yourself, because Steven ain't made no moves. He ain't made no moves. Sage, you've done stuff. But trust your game.
The worst thing is, Steven is your ally.
Bottoms up, bottoms up, bottoms up.
I was like, what's not clear? They should.
Her number one.
Her food, the food, she's missing nourishment because she has lost her goddamn mind. Because, girl,
who else is going to take you title 3? Who else is going to take you? Steven was probably, she ended up really becoming his number one because, Eli, you missed, he was questioning Christina because Christina told him about the whole potential of, like, oh, I never was thinking about putting your name out, but we had this conversation about it. And he's like, Christina's so messy. I don't know if I can trust her all the way. Did she not just burn her idol on you? You can't trust her? But she gave up her idol for you. But that's the one you can't trust. But you gonna trust Sage and start talking about Christina with Sage.
Sound like a microwave to me, but whatever.
Right. So for me, I'm like, Sage, if he's talking about his number one to you like that, that means you his number one. That's who he trusts you the most. Which means that's the person you want in here. Because if he wins at Final 4, guess who he taking the Final 3?
And she tripping because I would have, at that close to the end of the game, I'd be like, listen, I would have said she did mention your name, but I talked her down. I told her that it's us, baby. You know who you bringing is me. I would have threw Sage all the way up on the bus, baby. We at the end of the game, and I gotta get these votes. I don't know who I'm gonna get, but I gotta try. And I would have said, if it come down to Sage and me, hopefully he pick me because
at least I get my 80K. I ain't winning.
Listen.
0 vote finalists. You know what? I'm in the final
and
seat.
Especially Christina is at the point of specifically talking to Christina. She's really at the point now where, like, baby, you not winning. Okay, you are not winning. So any chance for you to get a check, use it, try it. I would have threw Sage way up under the bus, and I would have backed up over it and said, "Girl, you okay? We still need you for a vote. Get up." Like, that's literally what I would have did.
Man, I feel like one thing the Sage Rizzo side has done well is elevating people's threat level and emphasizing the importance of, oh, you can't beat them in the end. So get to the end and give yourself a chance, where they're saying, yeah, oh, Steven and even Sophie last week. Oh, Sophie has won 2 challenges. Let's get Sophie. Steven, oh, he's so personable. You see how nice he is, and he also has 1/2 of a challenge win. And they've elevated that threat where someone like Sage thinks, oh, even though, yeah, I don't have a path to the end with you, but you're right, I can't beat Steven. In reality, Sage could have beat Steven in a final vote. It would have been close.
Literally, Juan said that's the one. Rizzo, he gonna hype somebody else's game up and convince.
Literally,
he is.
That's kind of his superpower. That's been his superpower.
That's right. You sure right about that. I give him that.
And it works. And nobody ever questions. Let's talk about your threat level. What's your threat level, Rizzo? Because you've been sitting up here in these immunity. I mean, suck at your immunity challenges.
Yeah, he be flopping in the comps. But
I don't know if that's what's like detracting these people, like, from focusing on what Rizzo has really done in this game. He's played in y'all face with his idol. He keeps convincing y'all to do different things with these votes. Like, the man is actually kind of smart, and I gotta give it to him.
he's dare I say, running laps around these people strategy wise and playing in their faces in front of the jury. And you would think that elevates your threat level. And I don't know. The last couple of seasons have been a lot of threat level conversations. Oh, who's going to win the game? We have to take them out.
Yeah.
Find your own path to the end.
So somebody mentioned on Twitter, so I'm going to ask you all and those listening and watching. They said, I don't think that the Savannah and Rizzo are really that good or super strategists. I just think the rest of the players are idiots. What do y'all say to that?
I think they're solid strategy wise. If I feel like the issue is recency bias, people might be comparing them to Kyle and Camilla, who had to play from the bottom more so. And I could see where people, and yeah, I guess Kyle and Camilla did overcome.
They did a lot
tougher. Yeah, they did a lot that the show showed. Where I feel like Rizzo and Savannah, I almost respected just as much, where there's no way that they've been able to pivot.
I agree, Tony, because the cast has been stupid. They have been idiots through and through. But Savannah and Rizzo have both been smart at this game, like leveraging winning immunities, conversations they've had, tricking and deceiving the people. They've had it, and they've playing. And I know in their minds, for some reason, they're playing from the bottom, but y'all really are playing from the top. Like they're at the top, they be at the top, but any wrong move can easily crumble them. So they're like playing as if they're from the bottom, but they're really having to.
I think my thought of saying that is when Nate went out. When Nate went out, it was, it's 3 against the rest of the tribe, and Sage is gearing up to get rid of Savannah. And you got a lot of people wanting to get rid of Savannah and the rest of that side. Yeah, and then became that, which I think is their crowning moment. But I'm trying to think about the cast in general.
No, I'm sorry.
Listen, I do think that the cast, when it comes to strategy and sense of common, is lacking.
None,
because they don't have common sense. But I don't. If you want to compare Savannah and Rizzo to like some of the top strategists, they're gonna fall short. But I agree specifically with that specific statement that Eli said, where they're solid. If you have to like put them up against, like Kyle and Camilla, like they're not gonna compare because they definitely had a better story and trajectory. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, trajectory.
There you go. But
I would say they've
both things can be true. That's probably the easiest way.
I think that they've utilized. I feel like they've utilized the quote unquote bad players, and you know what? I don't want to say that these people are necessarily bad, but they kind of use Jawan and Sage to make decisions that they shouldn't have made.
Yeah, they used them.
I get where Sophie flipped, and maybe I'm yellow Sophie flipped, where maybe I'm a yellow Sophie stan, and
it made sense.
But it made sense for her to flip. It made so much sense for Jawan and Sage to full on let go with the Steven Brigade, and I don't want to blame Jawan specifically, but they utilized that, and I would say Jawan might be. I don't know, but they did use the weaker players to further themselves really well.
And honestly, although I can't stand Jawan, and I did really like Sage. I was rooting for Sage because her rivalries was hilarious. How she was playing it was funny, and I liked her, but they played on like their, I don't want to say insecurities, but like they really just played up on these small aspects of the game. Their blind spot. I don't know what it was that Rizzo and Savannah and Sophie was really pulling on that made them feel comfortable. Like, how are y'all targeting? How did they come from y'all main targets to ones y'all are trusting and voting with? That's what I really need to
multiple weeks.
They're the ones who took out your people. Even though Sophie orchestrated it, took out your bestie Jawan, they the ones that made it happen. So why would you then still vote with them tonight when you could have took the power back?
Mm-hmm.
Mess.
I don't. And man, Sage and Jawan ruined their position in the middle, and not to gripe too much on them, but I think they tried to emphasize the middle too much. Where I don't know, they're like, oh, we gotta take one from this side, and then try to take one from this side, and then got scared of Rizzo's idol, and
Literally.
mm,
Granny
I
was trying
don't
to help
know.
her. So going to tribal council, they talk yada yada yada. Don't matter because Jeff was talking about, oh yeah, y'all said the game was fluid, but last week y'all said the lines were drawn and it's a war. And Rizzo was like, well, the thing about war is when you got ammunition, it really ain't no competition, pretty much. So because he just knew they had the thing in the bag with Sophie's knowledge is power, and so they getting ready to vote. Sophie's like, wait, she read out her knowledge is power. Steven, you got it? Nope. Oh, he must have gave it to somebody. Nope. And I'm like, oh, what just happened?
Producers.
That's why I said I was confused too. I said, wait a minute, did he give it to somebody? Like, what happened?
But I remembered, like I said, I distinctly remember him in his confessional before tribal. He was like, I'm officially declaring I'm using this blocker vote on Savannah. So I took that as the advantage is gone because he had to activate it prior to. Which again, that's what omitting details is important because they didn't know that. They thought all advantages had to be played during there, so she thought they could take it, but they didn't know that one important detail. So I thought that was brilliantly done, but unfortunately, well, I'll get to the unfortunate part. So Rizzo at that point, he's like, "Oh, dang, this changes everything," because we thought we were gonna snatch it up and we were just gonna vote Steven out. And
his face did drop. He was just like, "Oh,
yeah." They were like, she was like, "Oh, I'm such an idiot." Yes, you're an idiot sandwich. Because why would you do that? So he's like, I guess I gotta play my idol now. So he's like, he goes up there, Jeff. And before he goes up, there's a lot of begging. I was telling Eli this when you left Trees. Sophie begged on me, you gotta use it on me. You gotta use the idol on me. And and he goes up there, he's like, Jeff, it's a lot of things going on, but unfortunately, Sophie, I'm so sorry. I gotta think about myself. And so I'm going to not play my idol.
And you know what? And make it vocal that you know where the votes are going.
Yeah.
It's flashy, but I think you have to be a little flashy here. But man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It would have been so much awesome. It would have been so much better if he hadn't done it 14 times before, though.
Right.
That's where the pizzazz is gone.
The judge
like,
literally MC
time to use it.
Was like, what are we doing? And they were all like, huh? What? What is he?
He gonna use the idol, everybody gonna be like,
right. And so he was like, I think Jeff, I don't know if Jeff asked or somebody was like, so I'm assuming this idol is not, doesn't have to be used tonight. He's like, yeah. So now they know that he's immune to Final Four. He's guaranteed himself the Final Four spot at this point, maybe, because they can still vote him out. They can still attempt to vote him out, right? Because he said, well, if I go home, I go home.
If they didn't vote him out in Final 10, they aren't taking that risk in Final 5.
Well, when he realized that they're playing with the knowledge power failed, he was like, well, I guess they could vote me out. They could call my bluff. He was like, so if I go home, risking it for the biscuit. Sophie is shaking. Right. She just knew she was going home because she just could not believe it that she wasted her stuff. And now she get ready to go home because now we know it's 3-2, right? Because they still think that a vote steal is what it was or something else. But anyways, so they go. And I just knew Sophie was going home. I was like, dang, girl, you used knowledge power. It didn't work. And you get ready to get sent home. Because Christina was like, we're going to see, well, a lot of them were, we're going to see which side comes out on top because whichever side wins is going to potentially control the rest of this game.
Mm-hmm.
And when her thing failed, I was like, oh, well, okay. The underdogs took the game back. They reading them dang votes. Why Steven go home?
What? Listen, what? Please confirm for me because did Christina vote out Steven? Because I think she did.
I don't think she did.
No, my internet went out.
No,
so for sure no.
So the block vote
for sure no.
He blocked Savannah's vote. So only Rizzo and Sophie had a vote to vote out Steven. Christina and Steven voted out Sophie. Sage voted with them and took out Steven versus voted with Christina and Steven to take out Sophie.
Isabella said yeah.
Oh,
she did. Wait.
That's what I'm saying. Because my internet literally went out as they were reading it.
It was unanimous.
And
Oh,
on
she
Twitter-
did. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
what
missed it.
Are you sure? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, she
Yeah.
did. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Dumb
she
and
done
Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my God, that changes everything.
Well, the way
Yeah.
I tuned that out because it makes zero sense for Christina to do this.
It makes
I was not locked in, but it's like, oh yeah, of course Christina voted with
Eric,
Steven
like,
because who
no,
else
you
does she
lied.
have?
No.
Man, this okay, what? Where's Christina? Where's Chris? All right.
No, because
Let's do some math real quick. Hold up.
Y'all could have had a lead. You blew y'all could have had a lead. Y'all literally could have had a lead. They could have voted any of the three out. It don't matter which one, but they're at the top. You're not gonna do Rizzo because you're scared little kitty cats. Yeah. You can't do Savannah because she won. This girl just used a knowledge has power to weaken your side. And you was like, nah, I'm gonna just get out my ally.
Hold up a minute. Hold up, Christina. Okay. We got I'm sorry, Christina. We gotta have some conversation. So Christina, we're at 49 seasons of Survivor, about 18 people a season. So about 882 people have played Survivor. Where does Christina rank at this point?
880.
I'm sorry, Christina. I can't believe this is all. In past seasons, I've gotten mad at people
immediately. Quan to the podium. Now,
because and dust it off because you would never be.
Yeah, what explanation was used to convince you? Hey, go ahead. You've been trying to get Savannah, Rizzo, and Sophie out. You have a plan to get rid of Sophie. Yeah. Maybe they don't respect Sophie's game. That, you know what? That's the only thing I could maybe get.
I don't care. If you don't respect no Sophie game. Steven is your ally. Steven will take you to final 3. Okay? Because you're not going to win it. You're not going to get there. So why would you leave 3 intact votes going into final 5 knowing you can't take out Rizzo because he has an idol? So you only, and then out of the rest of y'all, Savannah gonna whoop y'all again in those advantages. So, but y'all already have 2 options that you're going in there in a minority. You can't touch 2 of them more than likely. 1 is guaranteed. What are y'all really gonna do at final 5? One of y'all is going home. It don't matter if one of y'all won the immunity because the other one is going home.
I am so
that was nuts.
Y'all, I gave Sage all that.
I'm sorry. That is equivalent to us 3 being on the island, and the other person next to me is somebody that I met at Kroger, and I'm like, Eric, you gotta go.
Bella, I am screaming.
Oh my gosh!
That was in the produce section, asking me, "Do I think these strawberries look right?" They don't.
They don't. But you gonna vote. But you gonna vote with her.
This is crazy.
Like that's like me, the air conditioner, the heating man that came to fix my heat. That's like me voting with him over y'all.
Hey, she literally said, "What happened to was that last week or 2 weeks ago?" Where she sat next to Savannah, like, "Hey, I kind of hate you. I strongly dislike you. And now we're already pivoting to, but I'm gonna vote to keep your ally who's been 100% loyal and could have used the knowledge's power on the idol, and decided to use the knowledge's power on your side." And
that's how you know you dumb, because they were laughing in y'all face. Y'all thought y'all was laughing, they was laughing at y'all because they were shocked. Rizzo, when you see their face, Rizzo, Sophie, and Savannah could not believe.
I gotta see the first 2 minutes of the next episode because leak it. Because what
did they even pitch to them? Who was the one that?
That's what I need to know, because they all look shocked. If they weren't really shocked and they were doing the bit for TV, then wow, congratulations.
Well, now honestly, I got to take back what I said, Steven. No, you can't trust Christina.
You know what? He was right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Steven.
You know what? The previous 30 minutes of this podcast, outside of our Mariah Carey conversation, maybe they are playing with some not so smart players.
Listen,
Christina might be a bottom.
She down there.
You know what? She's at least a top 882nd player. She's at least 882nd, and that's what I'll say right now.
Yeah, I don't know what was going through the head. It just made no sense, and we can go on and on and on because we can't make there is no logic to be found in these decisions that were made.
Hey, she might have a one up on Star slightly. Remember when Star gave Eva that idol?
Oh my God! Don't even remind me. This was a disaster. This was horrible gameplay. Because now I'm mad for Steven because Steven had a brilliant plan that was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to work. They were going to take out one of the trio. And
hey, you know what?
Power.
Christina's still probably going to sit in those final 3 seats. So unless Christina loses in fire, but
Christina absolutely should sit in those seats because I'm dubbing.
And I would say that I heard it. Go ahead, best friend out.
At this point, my Lord, she 3 now, Lord. My 3-year-old could probably beat her in a vote.
Oh no.
CC would be like, vote for me, y'all. Vote for me, please. Right. And y'all be like, yeah.
We both
played a better game.
You know what? And I kind of want to see it because what's Christina's pitch?
I'm not even walking her. I'm pushing her.
What's her story?
Dragging her to the final 3.
On my back. She played an idol. She played an idol for Steven, and then like pretty much the next week.
The only thing Christina has done this season is find an idol. Congratulations, you found an idol. Everybody, whoever wants to play, found one. That is your only accomplishment, and there is a hard period at the end of that. This is not an essay. This is a sentence. When you look up Christina's game, Christina's wiki is gonna say she found an idol, and that's it. That's it. And
I gave Javon chicken crazy. And then have to be mad talking about Savannah could have took me to the challenge because I'm a mother, so she can see another side of me. We could have got to know each other and see why my kids mean something. But girl,
it's too late.
You
should have been pulled
at this point. The kids. I don't care about the kids. I came in for $1 million. Not your friendship.
She played herself earlier in the season. Yeah. Like, girl, Christina, sister, you know girl.
Ever since the MC vote out, she has not been able to recover at all.
No.
And she hasn't even been in danger herself. Can you imagine if she would have actually used the idol today? If she would have actually used it.
Today would have been the time to use it.
It would have.
Could have made a move.
So at least you can get that 3rd place check.
But here's the thing. She wouldn't even have to have used it tonight. If she would have stayed the court, didn't use it on Steven back then, so they would have got Sophie out next, like when they did last, whatever. They could have used Steven's block of vote to take out Sophie. Next week, her and Rizzo are safe because they have idols because she can use it at Final 5.
I need to know what happened. I need to know if Sage was still going to vote. Because I don't know. We need to know.
You know what, Christina, I'm sorry. We've been targeting... we've been talking about you, Sage. It also doesn't make sense for you either.
Oh, I was on Sage head heavy because Sage, I expected more from her. That's why I thought it was just Sage because I'm like, you see how crazy my mind didn't even comprehend that it was even a possibility.
You filter out the vote, you hear the votes, and then you hear one for Sophie, and it's like, oh yeah, Sophie's getting votes. Christina also voted Sophie, but oh snap, Steven went home. But Sage, and she's done so good strategically, like. Throughout most of this game.
Yeah. I don't know.
She built allies. She built. She kind of helped build the brigade against Savannah, and
she did. And that's another thing. Like you build all this up against her, only to vote with them
for 2 weeks in a row. Like
everybody knows.
All because Sophie got out Jawan.
Literally, like we all know, if you can't get the king or the queen, you go for their pawn.
You got a weekend on.
But this is why we know they lost. Well, now we there's no
Well,
way.
You know what? You know one thing I can say, and this is a spoiler. Okay. One thing I do know, who not gonna be on 50? Christina. So
Uncle Jeff didn't choose her.
now that's
Uncle
one
Jay?
thing, and I'm willing to bet my life on that. I know a person who will not be on 50, and that's a.
It's funny how we get to the point leading up to the finale, where I'm like, I do weirdly want to see Christina make it, to see what type of narrative the show tries to push.
Yeah,
me too. I just want her to go. Listen, she's still a sis, so get your check by any means.
Hey,
okay?
y'all know.
But I'm curious to see what is her story.
You guys know how they have the jurors hyping up the final three now, where it's like, oh, Charlie played such a good game. Christina's gonna be like, it's gonna be Jawan saying, "Yeah, I still remember when Christina gave me the chicken, and I'm so grateful."
Right.
Like what are her moves? What are the
MC?
moves?
Oh my she got an idol, and
I used an idol unsuccessfully.
And you know what? She got Steven out. She got Steven out.
Voted Steven out.
She got Steven out. You know what? That is a move.
I would have been in the jury. So what was the plus of getting your ally out?
If Steven doesn't ask, if she makes final three and Steven doesn't ask her,
Steven better ask that.
I want him removed from the jury. Because
I have a yellow brick road for you to get to final three. Will you win? I don't know. We'll fight it out at final three. And you said, no, I'd rather have no allies.
This was too early, Mary. I can't even use that to defend her. If he would have lost at 5 or 4, maybe I could understand.
It didn't make sense.
But right now, it did not.
If y'all had got Sophie out this week and y'all were up, and then you got Steven out possibly next week, okay. Yeah, at least y'all sides are even. I could maybe get on board with that. But y'all were down, fam. Y'all were down.
Because it would have been funny to see if it was like Steven and Christina versus Rizzo and Savannah, the two people that are competent in challenges versus their duo who sucks.
That's what I high-key wanted to see, because you messed up a good like little showdown.
Yeah,
but it just also doesn't make sense to me, because Christina, like, open up your brain a little bit, because when it comes to those immunity challenges, who are always at the end? Sage, Savannah, and Steven.
Yep.
Savannah has the immunity. Weaken her. Okay? Weaken her, because then next week she's not gonna have the votes. She could win again. She can win immunity again. Cool, whatever. Then you take out the other one.
But then you can't even take out the other one because he got immunity, because y'all let him skate to the end with dang idol. So now he's perfectly at this point, we know at this point it's who wins fire. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
who's gonna win fire?
We know Rizzo ain't going home at 5, so it's like, oh well, who's gonna be this time? And if I'm him, I ain't trying to win. Actually, I'm gonna chill. I ain't working hard for no final 5 challenge. Why would I do
know
that?
You're gonna pull me. Yeah.
Let me give it to Savannah, and so both of us are Savannah or Sophie, and then be like,
so then I don't have to pick. Yep, chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm gonna conserve.
Soon as Christina fouled at 14 seconds, bet. I'm down 2. Yep. Man. Exactly that.
But yeah. Well, y'all, this was the penultimate episode. The finale is next week. I am so glad. Well, y'all, you added extra.
the bad player in. Yeah.
When the chat said Christina voted, yeah.
Hey.
No, right about something 2 weeks in a row. Let's go.
It's almost funny where it's, I don't know, if there's a bad mood made it so we could just flow off that, because it's such a bad move. Yeah. And I can keep talking about how bad of a move it was.
Terrible move.
Yeah. But yeah, so the finale is next week. What are our predictions? Final 3. Tony already said that they believe that the final 3 is going to be Savannah, Sophie, and Christina. what are y'all thinking that the final three is going to be?
I think Christina is a lock.
Should be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just makes sense for Sage to go at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will probably be between who would win that competition. I mean, say they get Sage out, then we only have Savannah as a competition beast. So it's tough to see Savannah losing. I almost want to see a world where we have Savannah, Sage, and Christina. That might be interesting. 0% chance of happening, though.
Yeah.
What if Sage and Rizzo are doing fire and Christina beats him at fire?
Hey, a fire loss. I really want to see Rizzo in the final 3 seats. I really want to see that. He
would probably have a good
flop. He's a comp flop. He's a comp flop, and that's what scares me.
But you know what would really eat? Even and if it was me, I would lie. Even if I flopped, I would have been like, I threw all those competitions. I threw all of them. I'm actually a D1 athlete. You know what I'm saying? Just be lying. But yeah, I'm trying to get this vote.
But my thing is,
straight up lie.
Even if people say that you can't, you haven't won nothing. Okay, but I did. The Survivor says outwit, outplay, outlast. I outlasted y'all because I'm here, and I definitely outwitted you because I got y'all to vote out people that y'all should not have been voting out when y'all should have been going out after me and my idol.
Y'all Rizzo got really has one of the best stories for sure.
Yeah, yes. Who wins, Savannah or Rizzo if they're next to each other?
I'd give it to Rizzo. Just on how we've seen him play, but Savannah, I mean,
Savannah has a comp wins,
but I don't look at that all the time.
Honestly, it would have to come down to how they answered the questions at the jury. Because at this point, to me, as a viewer, I'm voting either Savannah or Rizzo. The only thing is Savannah gonna keep doing the like, woe is me? Everybody kept trying to come after me. Da 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 da. Yes, but. Yeah, you want immunity. Yeah, you were a target every week. I just need to know, like, what else? And I'm not saying Savannah's a bad player by any means because Savannah has been entertaining to me for most of the season. But I just feel like Rizzo good with his words. He is. And he's very likable. Yeah. I hate to say it. Because there have been times I'm like, oh, he get on my nerves, but he kind of ate that. He ate that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it just kind of depends on if he keeps doing these antics, he is definitely going to have to be like, yes, I did fake using the idol so many times. I kind of have a little confidence in him that he's going to talk the jury into being like, but hey, what are we here for? We're here for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You might have been tired of, but yes. You know, it just really comes down to that speech and those questions. But either one of them will take it, honestly. His social game is the best of the season, honestly.
Yes, for sure.
Dare I say,
he would win America's favorite this level. Brother. Unfortunately.
I think the main thing I want to see personally is Savannah, as Therese was saying, owning her game in it, where it almost be like Paul in BB 18, where he came to the end, y'all were after, I don't remember if he said this, but just you guys were after me and I had to get y'all out and I still love y'all and da-da-da-da. No, I need Savannah to stake her flag or whatever and say, yeah, I was pretty dominant and you all wanted me out. And I'd own that part of it. Where
I need to see.
Don't be a quote unquote victim or whatever. Don't go with me, as Tree said.
Final three. I want to hear what were your moves separate from Rizzo's move. I need to know which ones were yours, which one were his.
Yes, that's a good question.
I mean, they've been together. I mean,
I know that's the problem. So take your partner to the end. Whose moves were they?
So which moves were Rizzo's and which moves were yours? And if
Savannah walks up and says, I got MC out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting.
You know what she better do? She better pull that I am a woman and not many women have one survivor. That's where I end that speech. Easy.
Stop. Easy. Not I'm every woman and it's all in me.
Yeah. Listen. I'm gonna get some use out of this uterus. Okay.
And guess what? Rizzo's gonna say, I'm the first was it Armenian? No.
Albanian something.
Oh yeah, Albanian. Yeah. I'm the first Albanian. Y'all can't hold me back. 1 for 1, first
Yep.
time champ, 1 time playing, 1 time champ. But
How many
and
women are
maybe
in
a
the jury?
2-time champ after 50.
Interesting.
3? No, 4 women are in the jury right now, right?
Sophie,
MC.
That's it. It's just
Oh,
2.
who am I counting? Oh, I'm putting people in the jury. They ain't even in it.
Sage
that
in
woman vote. Never
there.
mind. You might not get that woman vote then.
No, because if 3 of the women's on the thing, 2 of them is on the thing, it'll be 3-6.
Please,
man.
in my head, I put Sophie and Christina over there.
Oh, Quan said, who made them come from the top after the Nate vote? That's who should win.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. They're gonna have to fight for
That's
it.
a question.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We shall see. But I honestly do feel like Rizzo's going at 4. The fire making. Because he makes it the final 4. So
Yeah, I think Rizzo goes out on fire. That's my guess. That's my guess as well.
who beats him is gonna be the question.
I know. Does Savannah win that immunity and send him to fire? Ooh-wee.
Wait, or
Okay.
does Christina win the final? Because like a Romeo, pull a Romeo
Oh,
and win
That'd
out
be
of nowhere.
crazy.
Take Sage
That'd
and
be
sends him
crazy.
against Savannah. Or she does a Heidi. I don't have any resume moves, so I got to take the biggest competitor out in fire, and she beats him in fire.
You know what?
that's crazy.
If old dude, whatever his name is from 39, who got evicted first or second, that came back at Final 5 and got the biggest threat out can win, Christina can win. I see the vision, Christina. I see it.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah, I
vote for
don't
her
think
if
you're
they
gonna
paid
make
me
it
to.
My guess is I think final 3 ends up being Savannah, Sophie, not Sophie, Sage. I think Sage, my immunity. Sophie, Sage, and what if it's Christina? Because
So
she
you
beat
saying-
Rizzo at fire.
So who you think gonna win then?
Savannah.
You said Sophie, Sage, and Christina in the end.
Wait, Sophie, Sage, and Christina for the final 3. Christina gets to the 3 because she beats Rizzo.
Okay.
And then who
goes
wins
home
it
at 5
all?
then?
Huh?
Who goes home
who
at
left?
5?
Savannah, what you talking about? Savannah gonna win? How she gonna win if she ain't in the final 3?
No, that's what I'm saying. Who in the final 3? Savannah is in the final 3.
Okay. You
Savannah,
said
Sophie, and Christina.
Okay, there we go.
So who's left?
Sage and Rizzo.
Sage and Rizzo.
Okay.
Sage and Rizzo. Okay, I skipped somebody.
That's it.
Maybe it's Sage and Rizzo that do fire, and Sage beats them, and they vote out Sage. That's what it is. So Sophie. Y'all get what I'm saying? So Sophie, Christina, and Savannah are final 3. Sage and Rizzo do fire making. Right? Wait, is it fire making to 3?
Fire making is
My
at
brain
4.
is jumbled. Yeah.
You know what?
And they're gonna vote out Sage. Anyways, I'm getting jumbled here. But I think Sage is gonna be. I think Rizzo is gonna be. Sage is gonna be the next one to go, and Rizzo loses fire, and Savannah wins it all. That's the easiest way to say it.
There we go. Because baby, you had me going through.
I'm struggling. Y'all know I learned names like a week ago. I literally left a voice memo today, like, yeah, old girl, they got that power, they got that advantage, because I can remember her name.
I'm going to say, I believe it's going to be, I think Savannah, Sage, and Sophie will be final 3. I don't know how, but I think that's how it'll be, because I think they'll get...
So get Christina out at 5, and then Rizzo goes at 5. That would be that path.
Yeah. I think that.
Man, if Christina goes at 5, if Christina goes at 5, I might be laughing.
I have a feeling Sage is gonna win the immunity at 5.
Me too.
And that's why Christina goes home.
That's one thing that keeps popping my head. I feel like she's gonna win that immunity.
Yeah, and so Christina will go at 5, and then Rizzo will lose to Sage or Sophie at fire making.
I don't want to see Sage at the end. I know we're talking about this move not being good, but I would like Sage being at the end.
Oh, I thought you said you wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, she can go all she wants to. She just ain't gonna win.
She'll get her one Jawan vote and be happy with second place money.
I will say that if we're just talking like solely off game, I do feel like Sage deserves to be there at the final 3 over Christina.
Oh,
sure.
Big time.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Man, that stretch where Sage was running the game. Oh man, cinema.
Sage, I will give it to her. Sage did have a little moment where she was eating.
It all went wrong when they decided. Even though I didn't like the MC vote, they could have recovered. There were 2 weeks. Last week was the opportune time to recover. Really, the week before that, because y'all was doing silly stuff with Alex, voting out Alex. That was dumb.
Yeah.
But even after that, y'all had the opportunity to come back.
Right.
And chose not to. So, y'all, we gonna keep running our map, but we don't get up out of here. So we're gonna let y'all go.
Bye.
It has been wonderful having y'all chop it up with us. We appreciate it as always. We will see you back next week for the finale. But before we go, you know to go to YouTube if you have not already. Subscribe to Who All Gonna Be There podcast. Leave us a comment, like it. Please share with your families and friends. Follow us on our new Twitter account, AWAGBT _podcast. And please share that with your Survivor and Big Brother mutuals so we can get our followers back up because we were hacked. If you missed that last week, we got hacked, y'all. So let's build that account back up. And find us on Instagram at @WhoAllThere. If there's nothing left, we will see y'all next week for the finale. And gearing up for traders on January 8th in about a month.
Woo.
January 8th.
Go Amazing Race, people. Whoever wins, yay.
We already know who
Bye,
wins.
yeah. Unfortunately.